Okay, good afternoon again, Year 7. I do think I called you Year 8s in the last video, so I do apologise. We're going to look at some more of the advanced spreadsheet techniques, one of them being if statements. So as you can see below, it says on row 21, if staff work more than 4 hours on a Saturday, they earn a £10 bonus. Okay, so what I have done is I have now added in 3 additional columns. So you were working on column I before, looking at Monday to Friday wages. Now we'll be looking at J, K and L columns. Okay, so I've gone through and I've highlighted all of those hours, all of those people really that have worked more than 4 hours. Okay, so not Sarah, because unfortunately she's only worked 4 hours, but for Paul, Ben, Archie, Rachel and Stephanie, they've all worked more than 4 hours on a Saturday, okay, where it says Saturday hours. So I've just highlighted those in a different colour, so I have them, they're my attention cells, I guess, those ones that I need to pay particular focus to. And I've also calculated their wages. By doing that again, I've used an absolute cell reference, which I'm sure you can now tell me what that does and why you would use it. Okay, so looking at the Saturday rate, for example. Okay, now we need to decide who gets a £10 bonus. So who's earned their bonus for working for more than 4 hours on a Saturday. Okay, so I am going to get rid of all of this information here, okay, and you can see in our function box as well up here, it also tells you how to create that if statement. And of course, very simply, it just starts with equals and then if, okay. So I'll come away from this, I'm just going to delete that information there. Okay, and we're going to start by just putting our cursor or clicking into our cell reference L10, because that's the first one we're going to do, and we are going to then click on insert function. Okay, this is the easiest way to do it, and if you haven't used the if function before, it won't actually be on this drop down list here, okay, because it's not something that you would have recently used. So what you need to do is you need to go into this drop down here, click on all, okay, and then I just click on any and click on I, and then just on the keyboard. So as soon as you click on I, it should come up with if, and if you just scroll down, there'll be loads. If error, and then IMABS imaginary. So just stay on if, click OK. Okay, and it's already started the first section of our formula for us. Okay, so you can just move this box out the way because we need to be looking at where we're starting. So our logical test is always going to be the first cell that we want to test or we want to try. So it's going to be our first cell with our Saturday hours, which is J10. So we click on there, and as you can see, it's started to input the formula together for us. It started to collaborate everything that we need into this one box. Okay, and we're looking at more than 4 hours on a Saturday. So we need to look at operators. What operator do we use to show more than? And it will look like that. So you should see it at the bottom right of your keyboard. Okay, and you might need to shift on the full stop, and it will come up with our nice little kind of more than operator. Okay, so you only need one of those, and we're saying it's more than 4. Okay, and you'll see that it's asked us if this is true. So anything that's more than 4 is going to be true. Okay, and if it is true, what do they need to earn, or what do they need to include? So we're going to say it needs to include a £10 bonus. So 10, we'll just put 10 in there. You don't need to put currency or anything because that's actually included in the column, in column L for us. So we're just going to say if it's more than 4, please include a 10. Okay. If it's false, however, we're just going to say it's just going to be 0. We don't want to include anything else. Okay, so if more than 4, we want to include 10. If it's not, then it's not important, it's going to be 0. Okay, and then we OK. And as you can see in our column L, our first one has been done for us. So it looks as though Paul has actually worked more than 4 hours, so he does get a £10 bonus. Yay for him. So I've included 10. Okay, and again, if you drag it down nicely, you will see that all of those people that we highlighted, so we can see all the 10s here. Oops. All the 10s here, and highlight them nicely. And let's, I don't know, change them to green so we can see that they match. All match those people that we said deserved and worked hard enough for that £10 bonus. Okay, so again, what I want you to do now is I want you to bring up the same table that you've just been working on using column J, K and L. I want you to highlight and colour those people that have worked more than 4 hours. Calculate the Saturday wages using an absolute cell reference as we have already done, and then use the if statement by watching this video again and pausing as you need to, okay, to include a £10 bonus. Okay, and again, when you finish, put your hand up and print your work. Okay.